How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting, and welcome back to Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. Oh boy, here we are in the sewers. Our favorite place. Not really at all. But yeah, we're running from all the hoodlums and the hired men who are harassing Anya, whatever her name is. Her family turned like just to basically a bunch of just conniving goblins as soon as like her parents passed and like her fortune, or her grandparents passed and her fortune was like being put in her hands. So they're like coming for her, and I guess if she doesn't claim it by the within a certain timetable, it's forfeited or like defaults to the next person. So we're kind of frantically running around trying to keep her safe from and we've run into the sewers, and we gotta try and get her to the Gralsritter castle. I have a theory. I think I mentioned it at the end of the last episode, but I think that what's going to happen here is that she's going to be presented with a like kind of like a trolley problem where she could technically like claim what she wants, or but maybe like Shera is going to get hurt or something, and she's going to give up the fortune in the end because like she values people more than money. And I don't know. I can see that being a very sweet moment, but I kind of hope it does something different, something that I don't quite expect. I mean, she's already done a lot that I didn't expect. She not only punches people with her, her suitcase, but she also made bombs. When one of them, she pulled out, she called it a mustard gas bomb, which I first thought, World War I mustard gas, which like just kills everybody. But as she started talking, I realized I think she might have mistaken what mustard gas is. And the joke is that like she thought it meant the plant, and so she used like mustard seed and ground it up and put it inside of one of these pipe bombs, and so it sprays like literal like mustard the herb on everybody, which is also amazing. So yeah, we're gonna jump through the sewers. We're gonna probably get some fights, and we're gonna try and we're probably gonna get to the end of her story. I don't know how much longer we've got here, but if it's like the other ones, and we're probably about halfway. Last episode was really fun because I got to go run around, talk to some people. Unfortunately, though, some of you pointed out that I got a little too eager, which always happens when I get really excited about the story. I could have run into Dorothy at least one other time, and there were other like events, and like I keep forgetting that whenever you make a advance in the storyline, it advances all the other character dialogues and stuff. So that all the NPCs, I should have started talking to them again. So I apologize. I know it must be disappointing, but you gotta remember the reason why is because I get so interested in seeing what's gonna happen next in the plot. And like, Brilliant Falcom, guys, like they just wrote too good of a game. I'm too invested in what's gonna happen in the story. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. And thank you so much for your patience. Hopefully you enjoyed this week. This week's been interesting. Lots of stuff's been going on in the background. I'll have some more details that obviously will come out. Like the plan is that it'll come out during the live stream and afterwards. So keep your eyes out for that. I got some on like what's going to be happening in the future on the channel. But for now, we're going to focus on trails. So let's jump right in. Let's get going and exploring. Oh man, like I spent so much stinking time down here. You'd think I'd be able to remember it all very clearly, but like, I genuinely can't remember how this place lays out. Now, I'm guessing we're not gonna have access to the tunnel that goes to the freaking castle. God, I don't have any of my orbs that protect me from being seen. That sucks. Yes, please stay away. Please, yes, thank you. Glad that she's brave, not brave, but she's not so foolish as to like jump in here. Although these monsters are very slow. Okay, so finally they won't be. There we go. One down. What's the point of them dropping Sephiroth though? The other problem I got here is I don't have healing items, do I? I don't have the ability to heal myself. I need to check this after this, because that could be real problematic, because I have like no resources. Because I might want to avoid fights. Now, the other thing, too, is I also might be able to just run away from fights because I don't think running away from fights will affect me here. I should have asked that. Oh, fetch. I don't even know. Because if I run away from a fight here, will it reset my counter for running away in fights even though I'm technically in a door that's in the past? Like, I don't know if the game will make that distinction. I have 3 Terra Bombs and a Liberal Kingdom map. Oh, it's just this map. Okay. Interesting. Could the map always extend this far down? I don't remember this peninsula, but I also just could be completely blind. Calvard. Be fun to go to the Republic of Calvard. I'm super interested in that country now. Sadist whip. Oh, it's like the S-brake. Yes! I actually have the S-brake now. Oh, if anything, that was worth it just to get some stuff like that. Okay, now there's a chest over here. Kind of like Anya's like, stop hitting her. Wow, she's murdered it. I was about to say that, like, with the people, she was just running up and trying to smack him in the face, but the monster, she's trying to stay back, almost like she, like, is weirded out by monsters, which is great, because, like, that feels so real. Oh, no. You explode, don't you? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? She's gonna kill me. She ran up to the bomb and smacked it to death with her briefcase. That's just utter madness. I'm hoping these level ups are gonna pay off and like make the like the next fights we get into easier. Zerum powder. Awesome, let's chest bump. You know, if there's any character you'd want to chest bump, Shera's one of the good choices. Sounds so creepy. Cures a KO, heals all HP, restores 100 CP. That's cool. Cure HO though, not very useful because unless we get another ally, like unless Kurt joins us, we're all that we are. Okay, now I think we're in like stage A of like the tunnels. So I think we're actually close to the way out. Lever won't move.
動かないみたいね。ちょっと黙ってて。
What are you gonna do, Shera? Sherazade removed a rock from the bottom of the device and placed her hand inside. Hey, nice. Aina, that's her name. I keep calling her Anya, but it's Aina.
ま、金庫破りと似たようなものね。あのさ、あまりこういうのに憧れない方がいいわよ。
Yeah, you say that.
シェラザードさん。こんな技術。
There's some things in your life you better off not knowing. Oh, is she gonna go like talk about her past?
知らない方が幸せなんだから。
Ah.
Oh, is
this like where she came from? Because she used to be like a street urchin.
スラムの中でも意味嫌われる場所。流れ着くものは山からあぶれたか、町から締め出されたか。
Dang.
あるいはゴミとして捨てられた子供。吐きだめが何十年も積もった町で、私は生きるためなら何でもやった。目に留まるものはすべてかも。幼い頃から手当たり次第にする癖がついた。
I mean, she was doing it to survive. Doesn't make it right, but it also doesn't make it like easy to condemn.
それでも食べていくには少し足りない。ここには私のようなものから金銭を巻き上げて生計を立てている男たちがいるからだ。一番確実なのは空き巣、そして金庫破り。
Right.
スラムから川一つ隔てた高級住宅街は地下水路から侵入できる。空腹を感じては忍び込み、物心つく前に覚えた技を振るった。
It's one of those things too. One of my favorite books is Les Miserables. Then that's like such a good example of like depicting the juxtaposition between like what's like right and lawful and like the motivations of the people who are committing the crimes that people always look down on. Prostitution, theft, like, it's like, it kind of looks at those and said like people don't just do that because they like it. They don't make these choices because it's like, you know, like it was like a hobby they picked up one day. It's like, no, like 99% of the time they are, especially at their inception, it's about survival.
コツは金庫の中身を洗いざらい持ち出さないこと。持ち主が気づかない程度の少額を何度も何度も抜く。
Yeah.
針金一本で10日は暮らせるミラが入った。味を占めては毎日通う。柄にもなく蓄えなどをする。それは結局スラムの男たちに巻き上げられ、私は血を吐くまで蹴られることになる。
Dang. So people found out she had money and they took it from her by force.
誰もが生きていくために。
Oh no. That's horrifying.
誰もがそう言って必死なふりをして、誰もが一番楽な生き方を選んでいる。この無気力な街には汚い人間が湧く。私もそんな連中の一人だったのだ。何度もやめようと思った。やめたいと願っていた。私はこんな生活を続ける自分が嫌いで、それをやめられない自分が嫌いだった。
So she hated that she was being like had to commit these crimes, but like she couldn't just give herself up. Fetch me.
あんな生活に戻りたくなくて遊撃士になった。
I didn't expect to be given a helping of depression today.
私はどうしようもなく怖かったのだ。自分をあの町から救ってくれた一座がなくなって、私をまともにしてくれた人たちが消えてしまって。
The troops saved her from that. No wonder she loved it so much. And how devastating it must have been when that also was taken from her.
またあの生活に戻ってしまうんじゃないか。私は所詮スラム出身者だから。
Yeah.
どんなに取り繕っても、どれだけ馴染んだふりをしても。
It wasn't true, but like I see why she would believe that.
私はいつかきっとあの町に戻ってしまう。
She says constant fear of it.
強く生きなければいけない。
It's like it's also this idea too of like it's a like this is what this is called. This is a deep-seated trauma. It's like most of us take for granted the fact that we have like a solid home we come from. Like none of our homes are perfect, and a lot of us had to deal with our own little traumas. But like Shera grew up not knowing that existed, and now that she has a stable job, like a stable like income, she can have her own home and housing. She has her own means to feed herself and take care of herself, and she really should never have to go back to that. But deep down in her, there's that child part of her that learned all those lessons, and they won't ever leave. And that's what trauma is all about, really. It's that like it's when like terrible things teach you lessons that your body and mind refuse to forget, and it can inhibit your ability to interact with normal society because they can overwrite like the normal stuff you want to do.
職なんて何でもいい。一心に打ち込んで真っ当な生活が送れれば、過去を思い起こすことなく、醜い自分に屈することなく、一人でも強く生きていかなければ。強く強く、誰よりも強く。でもどうだろう。
But am I?
私はしっかりやっているのかな。ルシオラ姉さん。
Lucy.
シェラザードさん、
Is that just a memory, or was she talking there?
どうしたの？寂しい顔。
なんでもないわよ。この依頼さえ終われば、声優劇士の推薦状が揃う。
Oh, interesting. So Shera actually made the same loop that Estelle and backwards. Estelle and Joshua made the same loop that Shera did, moving kind of like counterclockwise. Her last recommendation being Gransel.
私も声優劇士になれる。もう誰にも文句は言わせない。私は強く生きる。行くわよ。
Interesting.
待って、シェラザードさん。
Interesting. Oh, that's spicy.
この依頼さえ終われば。
As soon as you finish, huh? Okay. So it took us out of there. I'm guessing we just don't need to be down here anymore is the thing. Yeah, that just opens that up. Ironically, like, I was trying to, you know, be more of a completionist, but I think, like, that's actually, like, gonna take us away from here. So I should, like, look around some more. Ah! This is the secret passageway. Well, it's one of these. I think it's this one, actually. Yes, there's a chest! Fetch. This is bad. This is like the worst fight that could have happened. This could have happened at. At least you're hitting more often, but you're also gonna get hit in return. Why is your speed so stinking high? Oh, man. Crap. Not what I wanted. At least, like, the one nice thing is that she heals at the end of each fight. I don't. But I don't like that I'm using her as a shield. Okay, I can kill it now. We'll be fine. There we go. Sheesh.
Oh, are you done already?
That sucked. Okay. Terror bomb. Good. So I hear you like chests. You pervert! Why? Of course they put in Shera's story all the chest-based jokes. Like, not just like, you know what I mean. Terror bomb. You enjoy? Do you take joy in yanking out others' insides? Oh, that's actually kind of horrifying. Ooh. Terror bomb. If you want that badly, you could have asked. Okay. But you probably would have said no. Terror bomb. Sorry, but the legendary item drop is in another chest. Ah, no chest here. But I do think this is going to be the end of all of it. Because we were in this other room before on the other side. And now we've explored the whole thing. How much you want to bet they're watching all the exits?
鍵がかかってるわね。
わかってるわよ。あんたは黙ってろ。気が散る。
Calm down, Shera.
はい。
Sherazade took out a wire and inserted it into the keyhole. Oh, okay. I really thought we were gonna get ambushed.
ようやく地上ね。
もう夕方か。思ったより時間がかかったわ。急がないと。
ええ。シェラザードさん。
は？
だって、なんだか顔色が悪いし、少し疲れたんじゃない？休憩しましょうか。
Aren't you on a clock?
いらないわよ。こう見えても相当鍛えてあるんだから。遊撃士の体力をなめないでよね。
Okay, okay.
そうね。
っていうか、こいつ、私にぴったりついてきてるけど。
Yeah, she's like, wait a minute.
平気なわけ？
Yeah, was she okay?
そういえば、あれだけ逃げ回っても息一つ切れてなかったし、いや、途中なんて、私を追い抜いていたような。
Look at that face. Like, what could you possibly be thinking? I'm for innocence.
余裕かよ。
やっぱり休憩にしましょうか。私、お菓子持ってるのよ。
I don't feel like I ever got to know this person. Who are you?
いえ、結構。
She's pretty impressive, though. I can see the appeal a lot more now.
今はギルドに避難することが先決よ。 いろいろトラブルはあったけど、依頼内容は王都の案内。ギルドまで戻れば依頼は完了。私の勝ちよ。ほら、ぼやっとしない。
少し休んだ方がいいと思うんだけど、本当に大丈夫？
しつこいわね。
チクショー
Who was that? Meow? Yeah.
隠れて。
あれは徹夜で絞ったんだぞ、クソタヌキが。ノティシアのやつもなんだよ、チクショー。情ネタことホットに捕まえなさいだと。んなことは分かってんだよ。
Dude, calm down now. He's upset though.
何かしら？
意味不明ね。もしかすると何かの隠語なのかも。まさかあれも黒服連中の一味？
そうなの？
クソったれが。
確証はないけど、あの目つきを見なさい。どう見ても仇じゃないわ。
なるほど。
ここまで来て捕まるわけにはいかない。慎重に、そして確実にどこか別のルートを。あの家は確か空き家だったはず。
Even back then it was empty.
こっちをついてきなさい。
Okay, okay. So we're going to the empty house.
そんな簡単に裏が取れりゃ誰も苦労しねえんだっつーの。お前らは下を回れ、俺は上を回る。よし。
Just walks right past those men in black. There's a good story.
またレイモンドに頼るか。ああ、あいつ確か利休詰めになったんだったな。くっそ、遠いじゃねえか。ああ、イライラする。先にニコチン補充しねえと。
Dude, you have a cigarette in your mouth. God, they're still out there. Who's paying these guys? They're like 24/7 now. No, 24/7, not 24/7.
数が減らないわね。ギルドに行かなきゃなんないってのに。
仕方がないわ。今夜はここで休みましょう。
あの程度なら突破できるわよ。
I would also want to point out that like the only benefit of staying here overnight would be that we get to rest. Like other than that, like it's not like it's any easier at night during the day.
隙を見て走れば。
無理しちゃダメ。休めるときに休んでおかないと。
もっともらしいことを。いかんいかん、流されるな。ここはいつ踏み込まれるかわからないのよ。やはり無理を押してでもギルドに避難しましょう。
Oh, she's just gone.
あ、こら、勝手に動くな。
She's checking our assets.
休むなら2階よね。万が一踏み込まれても逃げやすいわ。この辺りにしようかしら。
ちょっと待ちなさいよ。今あんたのための話をしてんだから。
あの黒服の人たちね。だから隙を伺っていても無駄だと思う。
Okay.
せっかくここまで来たんだし、今夜はゆっくり休んで、また明日が。
何を頑張るの？
え？
あなた、まだ何か隠してるでしょう。
I guess she hasn't formally said she has to get to the capital but she made it pretty plain. Like I'm pretty sure she said everything.
王都は初めてとか言ってたわね。その割に詳しいじゃない？黒服の動きにも随分と精通してるようだし。本当の目的は何？ あの黒服から逃げたいわけじゃなさそうよね。わざわざオート見物がしたいなんて依頼を出して。
This is a good point too. Yeah, she just wanted to immediately get to the castle. Like, why did she need an escort? Why did she want to walk around the city? That is, Shera's sharp. She's really good at like noticing like inconsistencies, even ones that seem fairly minor.
一体何を企んでいるのかしら。返答は？依頼は信用が第一。事情を話さない奴の依頼は受けられないわ。
It's not quite true, Shera, but I get what you're trying to say.
本当は遺産の話とか嘘なんじゃないの？逃げ回っていた時から。いえ、ギルドに来た時から何かおかしいと思っていたけど、言えよ。
遺産相続の話は本当よ。私は、グランセル城に行きたいの。
Okay.
私が遺産の相続人であるのは本当です。でも、正式な手続きがまだ済んでいないの。相続するには、グランセル城の行政区画で書類を提出しないといけないんだけど、あの辺りは黒服の人たちがたくさんいて、警戒が厳しいの。手続きの方法は、私の親族もみんな知ってるから、私を近づけないように、してるんだと思う。でも、少しずつでも進まないと。
So the story didn't really change though. Like Shera's just still to point out some very interesting like inconsistencies.
まあいいわ。それは信じるとして。
Yeah. What then?
どうして今まで私に黙ってたの？
Maybe she didn't know she could trust you.
それは。
私に全てを話したら、きっと
Oh.
私も遺産に目がくらむ。正式な手続きを行う前なら、いくらでもチャンスはあるものね。
I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, I feel like you hear that story. It's way too true. When you met with success and money, and especially if it's a lump sum, like you went from having not as much to having a lot, winning the lottery, getting an inheritance. I feel like just knowing you have money changes how people treat you. I mentioned that last time, but like if you ever doubt that, go watch some of the documentaries to talk to people who who win the lottery. Like a lot of times, like those documentaries about like how they lost their winnings, because like it's really fascinating to see how many people like will win life-changing amounts of money, and within a few years it'll just be all gone, and they'll be right back where they were or worse off. It's like, how did that happen? And like a large part of it is like just not knowing what to do with themselves, like deciding they want to live the high life, and then giving it away, or being kind of compelled, not really compelled, but like friends and family like really pressuring them, like, hey, if you really care for me, you'd give me some of that money. And it's like, that's gross. That really is.
隙を見て私が遺産を横取りしてしまうと思った？私がそんなろくでなしに見えた？
Don't shout.
違います。私はおじいさまが死んでしまってから。でも遺言状が公開されて、たくさんの人が詰めかけてきた。
Yeah, no one cared until they knew you had money.
あなたが言ったように遺産に目がくらんだ人。その人たちが私とおじいさまの家に住むようになって。
They even all just started moving in with you?
誰かに階段から突き落とされたりとか。
Oh my
食事
gosh!
から変な薬の味がしたりとか。
They were just trying to steal your money. They were trying to kill you.
いろいろあって。
Holy crap, that's horrifying.
法律上は親族だし、私はまだ未成年だし、初めは話し合いなんかもしたけど、もう 家を出るしかなかった。
That's so insane. The fact that like they were actively like poisoning her, trying to orchestrate an accident.
誰にも見つからないように街道を歩いて地方のあたりをだけど、このままだと私は行方不明のまま死亡扱い。たとえ私が家に戻ってもどこかに監禁されたまま行方不明と申告されてしまう。
Oh my gosh, she's actually probably right. Holy crap.
そして遺言状は無効になり、遺産は親族で山分け。そんなの悔しかったから。
It's not even the fact that like you'd be dead or imprisoned. It's like you just hate the fact that your family gets ripped apart like that.
だから私はオートに帰ってきた。私は必ず正式な形で遺産を相続します。
Dang.
そのために信頼できる人に護衛を頼んだの。あなたのこと信用してないわけじゃないわ。ただオート見物がしたいというのは嘘です。
Yeah, so why did you want to do that? Why didn't you just say we can just go straight to the castle?
呆れた。どうして初めからそう言わなかったのよ。事情を知ってればこっちだって正式に護衛したし、ギルドの中に隠れていれば一番安全だったのに。
Yeah, that again, like maybe there's more to it than that, but yeah.
やっぱり怖かったのかな。
Yeah, I'd say like it wasn't impersonal. Like it wasn't personal. Like it wasn't I didn't trust you. It's like I don't feel like I can trust anyone. Like the bracers are the most likely people I can trust. But even then, what if they got bought out? What if they got influenced? What if my family got to them?
私はあの日見てしまったから。あの日集まったあの人たちの目を。
Oh man.
遺言状が読み上げられた時、それは狂気だったり殺意だったり。
Jeez, can you imagine? That family is the most toxic family I think I've ever heard of.
言葉で形容できないもの。
Her family were just
説明で
demons.
きない感情。
They were just demons in human flesh.
それはすぐに取り繕われて見えなくなってしまうけれど、くぐもったような眼光はそれはきっと人が本来持っているものだから。
Ah, I see this idea. And like she's kind of right, because the thing is like we have a very peaceful world, like which by the way, yeah, I know it's not peaceful, but here's the thing. Our world is way more peaceful than it ever was before. We have a great society. Like it could be so much better, but like we have a much better society than we've had in the past. But you realize like as soon as like all the niceties vanish, if the infrastructure were to fade and like finances not flow as richly through first world countries, it wouldn't take long for us to revert to these kind of demons in human flesh. We've been able to enjoy a life where we can actually like contemplate peace and its scientific advancement, moral advancement. I think we don't realize just how fragile that is, really. I hope we never have to learn, because I have a pretty decent idea of how it's gonna go, and even then, I'm sure I'm overestimating how much good there is in people. Because I'm kind of a optimistic nihilist. I think that there's a lot of real potential in people, but there's also a lot of evil, a lot of darkness, a lot of animalistic tendencies, and that's what she sees in her family.
誰でもきっとどこまでもそんな人間が私は怖かった。
It's kind of funny too, because like I love this juxtaposition, because Aina is from rich aristocracy, and Shera is from like the poor slums, and both of them have suffered at the hands of the same type of people in different settings. It's the fact that they're both hounded by the exact same darkest aspects of humanity that have forever warped the way they see the world. And it had nothing to do with money. Poverty doesn't make people monsters. Riches don't make people saints, and vice versa. All people make their choices, and the choices can be great or terrible.
遊撃士の人を信用していなかったわけじゃないの。ただ、怖かった。ごめんなさい。やっぱりくだらないわよね。シェラザードさん、お忙しいのにこんなことに巻き込んじゃって。
Ironically, this is probably more important than anything else we were doing.
この依頼はもう。
私はどんな仕事でも手を抜かない主義なのよ。見くびらないで。
I like her.
謝らなければいけないのは
I like her
私の方だ。
way more in her history here than like how she was in Roland. Like she was fine there, but like man, I like her a lot here.
強く胸を張っていきたい。その気持ちは間違っていなかったし、今までも一生懸命やってきたつもりだけど、それでもどこか違ったようだ。私は改めて感じている。強く胸を張っていきたい。だからこの仕事は最後までやり遂げたいと思う。
Yeah. Let's do it. Just run, run!
で、グランセル城のどこだっけ？
行政区画よ。期限は今日の正午まで。
Fetch.
正午？今日の？
We shouldn't have stayed in the house all night.
もう時間ないじゃん。そういうことは早く言えよ。
She mentioned it yesterday.
非相続人の死後一月以内、リベールの法律ではそうなってるらしいのよ。
ああ、そうなんだ。私法律とか苦手なのよね。クルツ先輩とか全部暗記してそうだけど。
そうね。
Yeah.
行くわよ。寄り道してる暇はなさそうだし。アイナ、分かってるわね。さっき打ち合わせた通りにやるのよ。
What are we gonna do?
あんな連中絶対突破してやる。
シェラザードさん、あなたに依頼して本当によかったわ。
Aww.
あなたは自分の足でしっかりと生きている人だから。
そんなんじゃないわよ。それとシェラザードさんって呼ぶの、あんたが発音すると妙に長ったらしいから。
そう？
ええ、ひどく時間を無駄にしてる気がするのよ。
じゃあシェラザード、改めて依頼します。私をグランセル城まで護衛してください。
Accepted.
引き受けましょう。必ずあんたを連れてってあげるわ。
よろしくお願いします。
Alright, now we're being let loose. Let's go. That means we got exploring to do too, though, so we're gonna probably go talk to a bunch of people. Brace yourselves for a very long chat. Welcome to Liberl News Service. There's a reception. What, second floor for our editorial department? I'm sure. Niall isn't back, I see. I'm guessing he spent the whole night drinking again. I'm sure he did. That Niall, he really doesn't seem to understand. There's no way he could have printed that article like that as it stands. He's just a good-natured that he wants to have a habit of getting far too wrapped up in a single opinion of a piece of information. I'm sure he'll come to understand eventually, but for now... To write a good article, you need to do more than just get a dump load of information and analyze it. You need to always try to provide a fresh take on what you're working with. Yesterday's editorial meeting was a disaster, to put it lightly. I can understand how frustrated Niall must feel, though. He finds some incredible stories, but they never end up getting printed. But Nocticia and the editor-in-chief are really strict with him, too. I just handled the cultural section of the paper, so I never really had many run-ins with them. Poor Niall seems to end up with an argument with every single time he brings a story, though. I'm off to go meet with someone in a minute. Not just anyone either. Famous reporter once received the Pulitzer Prize. It's been a long time since we met, too. I can't wait to see the guy. We'll continue the editorial meeting after Niall gets back. He'll probably wander back sometime in the afternoon, I think. Now maybe we can still run into another Dorothy incident while we're out and about. I was beside myself when I read about Saul Holden's passing in the Liberl news yesterday. Is that her grandpa? I knew he was well known for being rich, but I don't remember ever reading his age anywhere. I hadn't realized he was that old. He had connections throughout so many different industries too, connecting them all together. His death will be a big blow to the industry here in Liberl. Just hope it doesn't have too much of a major impact. Oh there, just having a breakfast here. We're known for our curry and our coffee. Wholeheartedly recommend them both. On a completely unrelated note, I heard a strange loud noise yesterday evening, and I'm still not sure what it was. I wonder what it could have been. I can't say I feel quite safe in this area as these days as I once did, and that's not helping. Interesting. Yesterday evening, the loud noise. I don't think that was us. Oh, it was probably Niall. Or there's like we're gonna have to fight a helicopter or something crazy. Hey, did you know it's almost time for the Archbishop's sermon to begin? I should go over to the cathedral. It's almost time for the Archbishop's sermon to begin. His sermon's always worth listening to. He says some real thought-provoking things in them. Why don't you two come along and listen? Also, I love how people are casually just okay with us barging into their home and talking to them. Like, hey, tell me things. My husband's hobby is quite an unusual one, isn't it? I think it's lovely, though. If you ask me, being able to spend time surrounded by nature's greenery is definitely a definition of bliss. Actually, I'm so glad I met him. Aw, that's really sweet. I do research on the cultivation of crops, you know. It's not a full-time occupation or anything, though. Just something I do as a hobby. See, look at this cultivar. Pretty promising, huh? I'd love to be able to loan a proper one from someone to test out on my research. It's kind of funny. I kind of do that too. Like I have a little garden. I grow crops and stuff. I've got some blackberry and grape bushes. I'm hoping will do well next year. And then for Christmas, we did a Secret Santa, but we could kind of put like ideas on a list saying, hey, if you're looking for something to get for me, here's some like suggestions. And like one of the things I posted was like stuff that had to do with gardening. So he got me a little like wooden like kit that's like it's a bonsai starting kit. I guess it has everything you need to give it a shot. I've always thought bonsais are cool, so I'm actually pretty excited about it. Whew, that's a leak all fixed. Now to head out and do a good day's work. I overworked at the port. You ever been there? The weather's so nice, we might even get to see some mirages over there. If that's just because like it gets hot and like it like reflects on the water. Cathedral's one of the oldest buildings in Liberl, incidentally. I stood there for hundreds of years, acting as a guiding light for the people in the nation for generations. It's also very large, which makes the cleaning it all a mega pain. Doing all the cleaning alone takes forever. It was so much faster when I had Sister Rosa to help me. We were always done in a flash. Sisters of the church are amazing, aren't they? They spend all day offering prayers to the goddess so we might be able to live our lives in peace. What a wonderful job. What? Is that time already? I need to get back and help with the cooking. Oh, adios, please guide us all. At times, we all lose our way. That in itself is nothing to be feared. What is truly terrifying is not noticing that it's happened, or realizing our willingness to returning one's eyes from the truth. It may be necessary at times to pluck up the courage to look back on the path we tread. Still, there's nothing to be afraid of in doing so. Adios will always show us the way if we look to her. Maybe, yeah, it's the same. Many people came flocking to the cathedral to search the safety during the 100 Days War too. That's no surprise, of course. The people of the time, Gralsritter protected by the Jonnenberg Wall, was the guide of hope. I've been in 5 whole years now since the war came to an end. Oh, Dadius, please grant peace to all those who lost their lives during the terrible conflict. Oh, man. Also, it's kind of crazy to imagine they had that giant reliquary buried underneath this building.
おや、あなた方は
Hey, you're the researcher guy. And you have voice lines here.
聞き慣れない足音ですね。お会いするのは初めてでしょうか。
ええ。
目が不自由でいらっしゃるのですか？
ええ、その通りです。
Okay, no, I don't think
両
we've
目
met
と
him.
も完全に失明していましてね。
I don't think we have met him, but he's voice. That's weird.
しかし、面白い組み合わせだ。お一人は遊撃士ですね。
Yeah.
わかりますよ。知り合いの遊撃士と空気が似ている。
Are you like an Easter egg character from something in the future?
光を失うと逆に見えないものがよく見えるものなんです。
へえ。
そうなのですか。
これから人と会う約束をしているんです。ついでにリベール取材もしておこうかなと思いまして。
He is a researcher.
何しろリベール王国といえばあの強国エレボニアを退けたことで有名ですからね。
Are you from Ouroboros? I can't think this vibe you are.
その底力はどこから出てきたのか。興味があります。
Yeah, no, there's something odd about you.
ここが、
I can't see his face. Oh, that's so weird. Who is that guy? Something about that guy. There's something about it. I bet you all know. And you can't tell me. But that's something odd. Like, it's definitely made a point of like letting us have like a strong interaction with him too. So, who is he? But at least a Gralsritter port? Are you tourists interested in taking a look around?
あ、こっちは。
ええ、ボートでグランセル城に乗り込む案も考えたんだけど。
That wouldn't work, unfortunately.
やめといた方がいいわ。警備兵に射殺されても文句言えないし。
そうね。
So no port for us. You head over to the port, you can see all kinds of foreign ships there. They come here from Anzelia Bay, passing through the Robine River along the way. There's lots of large cargo ships too. It's hard to get bored just watching them all. Come here, pigeons! Didn't catch one this time. Estelle's the good bird catcher. General Morgan's house. What should I do though? First, you need to try and calm down. How about starting and give me some thought on what to call the baby? What to call it? I can't think of anything at all. I'm so useless at the time when it helps needed most too. Rachel's in her final month of pregnancy now. My husband should come over from Hacking Gate any day now. I can hardly wait to see my grandchild. Alright. Times like these, the worst thing you do is go to pieces and lose your composure. It's no real surprise what you young people do, of course. I certainly understand. And then, I guess we can't go upstairs? Oh, no, we can. I'm so dumb. My gosh. Got nothing to worry about. I'm right here with you. My wife's currently pregnant. The baby's due relatively soon. So right now, I just want to be by her side as much as possible. Aww. Yes, I understand. I'm sure everything will be fine. Oh, Goddess, please bestow your blessing upon my child. Yeah, like, good grief, it's so terrifying. Well, I'm so tired. Guess I'll just start down some breakfast at the coffee house. If you have a recommendation, the coffee house over there is a real swell spot. And their bitter coffee in particular is popular. I'm more of a fan of the atmosphere than the menu, though. I want to go this to
シェラ
south.
ザード、一度ギルドに寄っていく？
Oh, you're not?
いえ、そんな時間はないわ。この時間だとクルツ先輩も留守だと思うし。
I really thought I was being clever. I was like, let's go get
こ
Kurt.
のままグランセル城に急ぎましょう。
Alright, game. We're just doing it this way then. Alright. March. Northern block. Aha. So what's the plan? We're solid snaking this? No way. I think it's probably just a bomb, but
来やがったか。
like, that's so funny.
今日が最終日だからな。
Yeah, get the holy texts! Get the holy texts! We got a cat on the scene. I love this. I need to be quieter. I'm being way too loud. Hang on. Alright, I have the holy texts. Nyan. So N-A-Y, N-Y-A, tilde, N. Maybe I don't have the proper text because I don't see that one. Oh, so Nyano. Like there's an O that would be there, but if there was that one, it'd be like, yes, that's right. Yes, I am. There he is.
おいおい、猫かよ。
いや、ちょっと待て。まだ中に隠れてるのかもしれねえぜ。
おい、油断すんなよ。
We should just run behind it for dashing.
わかってるさ。あ、こいつら。
おっせんだよ。
Darn it. I was really excited for that. We were much better prepared this time.
Oh, are we done already?
Terror bomb. Man, we got a lot of those now.
くそ。
アイナ、今のうちよ。
Let's go.
あらてか。
そんな。
Oh, okay.
ようやく現れたようだな。おい、何を手こずっている。クライアントがお待ちだ。
Be real nice if Kurt showed up now, please.
てめえら、なめた真似してくれやがって。ただで済むと思うなよ。まずお前は殺す。
Jeez.
そっちのお嬢さんはもう少し生きていてもらう。やはりご自分で遺言状を書いていただいた方が
Oh,
偽造す
interesting.
る手間が省けるのでね。
That implies that the deadline isn't actually as important.
そう簡単に。
口先も達者なようだな。
アイナ、まだ走れるわね。こいつらは私がまとめて相手して行きなさい。
そんなのダメよ。こんなに大勢相手じゃ
I'll hold
シェ
him
ラザ
off.
ードが。
命乞いは終わったが。
あんたにはやることがある。そして私にもね。お互い。いや、大丈夫。死にはしないわ。
Huh.
何をごちゃごちゃ言ってやが。
Oh, yeah.
重い。やろう。
行け。行け。
手こずっているようだな、シェラザード君。
Yeah. Hey, Kurt. Thank you.
なんだてめえ。
クルツ先輩、どうしてここに。
やれやれ。私はオート支部の所属だよ。至極当然のことと思うが。
It also probably would be pretty obvious to someone with as keen eyes as Kurt has to see like all these random people in dark suits running around, all with the same hair color.
そりゃそうですけど。
Probably figured something was going on.
シェラザード君、やるべきことが見えてきたようだね。しかし、自らの命を軽視するような行為は感心しないよ。
Well, I mean, what other options were we to explore?
はい。
遊撃士として間違った判断ではないが、もう少し周囲を顧みてほしいところだ。君は他人の手助けを極端に嫌う傾向があるが、私がいるこの状況で、今君がすべきことは何かな？
先輩、ここお願いします。
承知。
Bring it on. Oh, we're gonna be Kurt now. Oh, he's just gonna do, okay. It's out of my hands. Just gonna let him be awesome. Wow, that guy's dead, right? Like that spear is in his neck. Holy crap. Run!
あいつら半分はこの男を片付けろ。残りは
Half of us are already dead.
すまんなクルツ、少し遅れちまったぜ。
Who is that? Oh, I think I
Yeah.
vaguely remember you.
こちらもあらかた片付きましたから。
Isn't he the guy who he was around, but I don't think I ever saw him in combat. So I didn't know he had 2 axes. But I definitely feel like we've seen him doing missions. I think in Zeiss, wasn't he in the Zeiss area? Maybe at least in the second game.
やれやれ。
Gandalf.
相変わらず仕事が早いな。
It's like Gandalf, but more modern.
にしてもあの強情娘がついに折れたか。サイス支部にいた頃はまだまだ勢いだけの跳ねっ返りだったのによ。
彼女はもともと遊撃士向きですよ。ただ少し大切なものを見失っていただけのこと。
Nice.
きっかけさえあれば気づくことができる。そして強くもなれるのでしょう。
いいね若いってのは。何をのんきに。てめえら
Get him.
おっせえな。あいつら何やってやがる。
And that's our uncle, huh?
まあまあそう焦らなくてもいい。本来わざわざ捕らえるまでもないのだよ。このまま正午の鐘が鳴ってくれさえすれば。
しかしですね、もしこのまま遺言状が無効になれば遺産は山分けですぜ。俺たちの取り分も減る。それは勘弁でさ。
手はいくらでもある。相手は小娘一人だ。
おじさん、どうして。
おやアイナ、
God,
こん
the
な
way he
とこ
talks.
ろまで来てし
So
まったの
greasy.
か。外は危ないと言っているのに一人歩きはいい。
She's
おい
not
おっさ
alone.
ん、アイナは一人じゃないわよ。
邪魔だね君。
God, you suck. Oh, you really suck.
アイナまで殺す気か。
ああ惜しい。君射撃は苦手かな。すいません。
シェラザード、
何？
もういいわ。時間がないから強行突破しましょう。
Oh, I've never been happier to hear that before.
了解。
さあお家へ帰ろう。みんなが待っているよ。
He's actually in the fight. Fascinating. Oh, fetch me. I have a feeling if we take you down, a lot of this will stop. I might have wanted to save that for him, but my money! What a great way to end. What a way to end. Take out Mr. Blonde and Dangerous here.
Someone's been naughty.
Nice. I'm feeling confident now. Please. Oh, please. Okay, can I heal you? Yes, okay. Nice. Good, good, good. Boom.
Seems you came up short.
Not quite a level up there.
イラつく親父ね。もう一発殴っとこっか？
Yes, please.
ほっときましょう。もうどうでもよくなっちゃったし、もともと悪い人じゃないはずなの。私が遺産を相続してしまえば 目を覚ましてくれると思う。
You should not give him a freaking time of day.
そうかしら。ちょっと人が良すぎるんじゃないこいつ。
He was
アイナ
trying
を
to...
殺そうとしたのよ。
Exactly, like he was trying to end you.
ダメな時は私が殴っておくわ。
You know, ironically, I don't doubt that.
このカバンで。
それは痛そうね。
お前たちここで何をしている？
These men have tried to kill us?
一体何があったんだ？
そこのお前武器を捨てろ！
遊撃士協会のものよ。
何？遊撃士だ。
Sherazade showed the soldier her junior bracer badge.
確かに。だが遊撃士風情がこんなところで何をやっている？陛下がお認めになっているとはいえ、王城の前でこのような騒ぎは。
この連中は王都において犯罪行為を重ねている可能性がある。王都の治安と民間人の安全のため、つい今しがた眠らせたところよ。こいつらの身柄の拘束をお願いできるかしら。
仕方がない。本来ならお前たちもしょっぴくところだが。おい！
はっ！
おい遊撃士、今回だけは見逃してやろう。だがこれだけは覚えておけ。王都を守るのは我々王都警備隊だ。
That's fine. I just think it's kind of odd that you, like, well-trained, Royal Guard soldiers took this long to respond to a fight happening in the middle where people are shooting guns.
今後余計な真似をすれば遊撃士だろうと容赦せんからな。
ああ、じゃあさ、まだ町中に残党が残ってるから、そっちの後始末もお願いできる？先輩たちのことだから、もう終わってるかもしれないけど。
2名続け。
So he's part of the team that, like, didn't trust the bracers. Clearly.
はあ、やっぱ軍人は苦手だわ。何？
What?
遊撃士の紋章ってなかなか威力があるのね。ちょっとかっこいいな。
Aw.
私もこんな風に使ったのは初めてよ。それよりもう時間がないわ。アイナ。
Let's go.
ようやく。
ダッシュで私と互角とはなかなかやるじゃない。ほら、さっさと手続き済ませちゃいなさいよ。ここで見ててあげるわ。
ちょっと待っててね。
Let's make sure we find the right person to talk to, too. Yeah, good. I need to put her signature on the necessary paperwork.
よかったね、アイナ。
Aina.
おめでとう。
シェラザード、立ち会い人が一人必要みたいなんだけど。
え？
あなたに頼めるかしら。
Aw.
ええ、私でよければ。
あなたに頼みたいの。
Aw.
そのくらいお安いご用よ。
It's very sweet. I really like their friendship, too. Like, it's way more fun now, knowing
ま
this.
さかこの私が誰かの立ち会い人になれるとは思ってもみなかった。一人前に遊撃士を名乗れるなんて、こんなに誇らしくあれるなんて。アイナー・ホールデン、サウル・ジョン・ホールデンの遺言に基づき、その遺産を相続する。
Yeah.
立ち会い人、シェラザード・ハーベイ。
Aw. That's
ありが
cool.
とう、シェラザード。
Is that the bell? Just in time.
終わった。これで依頼完了。
いいえ、もう一つ
Oh.
仕事が残ってるわ。
I mean, you probably have to take care of your uncle in some way, but I'm guessing you have a different thing in mind.
応募用紙をいただけますか？
Oh, for the bracers?
女王陛下の福祉基金に寄付をしたいのですが。
She's gonna donate all the money, isn't she? I mean, you should save at least some for yourself. Like, let yourself, like, have, like, a life. You know? Or, like, I don't know. Invest in businesses or research. There's a lot of good ways you can use money. It doesn't have to be a corruptive force, but after seeing so much ickiness around it, I guess donating it might almost feel like the best thing. That's cool, though. That's still very cool.
乾杯!
Kanpai. And thus it begins.
でもさ、全額寄付ってち
She
ょ
gave
っ
it
と
all
も
away?
ったいないんじゃない？
Dang, her family would be fuming.
あんた、生活費とかもかかるんだからさ。
そうね。普通はこんなことしないわよね。でも、これは初めから決めていたことだから、私の欲しかったものは、そんなものじゃなかったから。シェラザードも声優劇士昇格おめでとう。私には準優劇士とどう違うのかわからないんだけど。
ま、権限と責任が一緒に増えるってことかしらね。私が欲しかったのも声優劇士のエンブレムじゃないし。
あら、
まあね。
安心したよ。
Oh. Hey, Kurt.
遊撃士の心得が分かってきたようだな、シェラザード君。
クルツ先輩。いや、このお酒はですね。ほら、なんと言いますか。
Is she too young for drinking alcohol? I thought she was an adult now. I mean, maybe she's just barely.
祝い酒ということで、今晩だけは多めに見よう。
Or maybe as a bracer, she's not supposed to drink, but that can't be right, because otherwise she would be doing it all the time.
ただし、仕事に差し支えない程度にしておきなさい。
はーい。
うん。
何ですか？
シェラザード君。君ももう声優劇士なのだから。
Oh, that's a fun way to do it. It's like, she's like, what? And he's like, boom, recommendation.
今までのように、日中仕事の合間に飲んだり、夜中に抜け出して飲んだり。天津さえ、私が忙しい隙をついて飲んで騒いだりしないように。
Bad news, Kurt.
シェラザードったら、そんなことをしていたの？まるっきり悪い子じゃない。
言うな。
慎みなさい。
はい。
それと、もう私に警鐘はいらないよ。同じ声優劇士同士だ。同僚として接してほしい。私もまだ、新人の身だからね。
I do like how Lex seemed to go for her head. Or maybe they already had the conversation about her recommendation before this.
そうなんですか？
そう見えない。
本題に入ろう。アイナ君、君の叔父上のことだが、遊撃士協会の方から減刑を嘆願することはできるよ。両兵団の雇用はかなり重い罪となるが。
They were Jaegers.
両兵団？
黒服の人たちがですか？
ああ、リベール国内で確認された両兵団の一つだ。最近ではリベールにも大小様々な両兵団が入り込み、その雇用運用が行われている。
Work that the bracers would normally take up.
もちろん違法なのだが、軍部も腰が重いようだな。この機会に一掃しておいたから、当分見かけることはないと思うが。
You make it sound like you drowned him in the lake.
一掃って。そうか。あの時タイミングよく現れたのは偶然じゃなくて、王国中の両兵団を調べた上で一掃作戦を実行していたのか。近頃特に忙しそうにしてると思ったら。
In a way, he might have used the opportunity to lure him out.
入国した両兵団が富裕層をターゲットに契約を結び、民間人を巻き込む。最近各地で頻発しているケースだよ。
そうだったんですか。
今回も声をかけたのは両兵団の方からだったようだ。事情は事情だが、君の叔父上も被害者の一人と呼べるかもしれない。
Oh yeah, sure. He's like a victim in the same way that like, you know, you ride on a like you happen to be on a bus that is being used by bank robbers, you decided to just put on a mask and take money too. Like, like sure, you maybe weren't part of the initial plan, but you jumped right on the bandwagon once you had a chance.
先輩、それってどういう意味ですか？クルツ先輩、あの親父も被害者の一人だから罪にならないって言うんですか？アイナにそれを認めろって言うんですか？
I agree with Shera.
あいつ、アイナを殺そうとしたんですよ。
シェラ君、先輩はいらない。それと。
はい。でも。
罪にならないわけではない。アイナ君が望むなら、減刑を嘆願することも可能だという話だよ。
なんだ。
答えは急がない。取り調べには1週間ほどかかるそうだからね。君は何か責任を背負っているわけでもないし、深刻に考える必要もない。
If I were in her shoes, I wouldn't. I feel like he broke the law and he's getting his just desserts. It's not like I'm like the person like his hurt on her is only a part of what he did that was wrong.
ただ、許すという選択肢があるということを心の隅に留めておいてくれ。
Fetch, but he puts it like that.
はい。
それと、今後は何か困ったことがあったら、迷わず遊撃士協会に相談してほしい。我々は決して万能ではないが、何らかの力になれることと思う。
わかりました。ごめんなさい。きちんとお話をしないで。
いや、君の置かれていた状況を見れば当然のことだよ。それに、一人前の遊撃士たるもの、大まかな依頼内容くらいは顔を見ればわかるものだ。
You can't possibly be saying that you expect Shera to read people's minds.
決して困っている人間を無限に追い返したりはしない。
Now that part, that's fairly true.
まだまだ修行が足りないってことね。
精進怠らぬことだな。では、私はこれで失礼する。
あ、ちょっと、一杯くらい付き合ってってくださいよ。
いや、まだ受付の業務が残っているのでね。シェラ君、くれぐれも飲みすぎないように。
真面目人間め。あ、そうだ。アイナってお酒いける？
Oh
ちょ
my
っと
gosh.
付き合ってもらおうかな。
You don't know what you're asking.
いいわよ。
本当にいいの？
シェラザードには随分お世話になっちゃったし、少しだけなら。
There we go. We're gonna see her legendary constitution.
それじゃあ今夜はとことん飲みましょうか。
Like Kurt basically said, like he said, like, hey, don't drink too much, and she's like, oh, by the way, you like to drink, right? Let's just drink way too much.
お上品なアイナが酔いつぶれたらどんな顔すんのかな。
I do see. Okay, that's the problem. She wanted to see her drunk.
楽しみ。それじゃ乾杯。
Kanpai. And Shera passed out on the table.
暖かい金髪に白い肌。私はあの向こう側の町で見かけたことがある。着飾った子供たち、祝福された子供たち。どうして私はあちら側にいないのだろう。ずっとそんな疑問を抱いて生きてきた。憎しみの混じった羨望を持って焦がれつつも拒絶するその心を持って。
Longed to be one and rejected them.
私はその唯一の答えを知っていたはずなのに、生きるためにくだらない防衛線を張ってあれほど自分に絶望していたというのに、ずっと心のどこかで信じ続けていた。
The hope that every single one of us has, that we wish we could be a princess someday.
いつか心から笑える日が来る。いつかこんな自分でも許される日が来るのだと。 翌日、アイナは遊撃士協会を訪れ、叔父の原型の嘆願書を書いたという。
That makes sense.
彼女に酔いつぶされた私は、立ち会うことができなかったけれども。
I'm sure Kurt was super, super impressed with you. Side story client finished. And so Aina later would I guess she just gets a job with the bracers herself. Heaven's Eye. Ooh. And 4,000 Mira. Alright, let's see what Heaven's Eye is all about, because I gotta see. Combines the effect of Eagle Eye and information. Excellent. Which is great. It's perfect, because like I have both of those on him right now. But that is the end of that. So thank you so much for joining me today. Oh, that was fun. That was a really cool story. And I love the ending there too. Shera's story is fascinating. And I really liked seeing her younger and seeing her making mistakes. Man, that's something that the writers nail. They know how to make characters who are like relatable and fun and interesting, but also so very human and like showing real growth and understanding like how they progress, how somebody would likely progress from one state to another. And like, so, because we get Shera like in a midway of her journey, right? Where she's been a bracer for a while. She's very comfortable with who she is and what she's capable of. And then we see her grow into like understanding like the dark secrets of her past and having to like overcome and like what that was and means, and like being the bigger person for it and being able to fight her demons in a way. Like we saw that journey and she's become a much more mature individual because of it. But now to see that flashback and to see her more of like an Estelle and Joshua type of age where she's, you know, figuring things out, making mistakes, and like has these ideas of what she thinks that she's supposed to be, and then the clash of that like idealism with the reality of the world. It's so well done. I love it. The writing is so good. I love these games so much. Anyway, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel. I appreciate you all being here, and I appreciate that you spend the time watching this content with me. I'm really happy I do this. It takes a lot of time and effort, and it's not easy, especially with working and everything, but I'm really happy I make the time for it. And I'm glad that you show up to watch it, so thank you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope now that we've finished that side step, we can now go into the final part of this like Forest of Beasts, into like the research center or the training center, and like see if who we rescue. Agat? Is it gonna be Estelle? It really tries. It really is trying to make me think it's gonna be Estelle. So I'm almost thinking it's not gonna be, because I still feel like Estelle would be a really good like last person we rescue. But we'll get to that when we get to it. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and until this video, watch me up. See me next. I'll see you there.